Hi, welcome to ToddFun.com. Today's a little product review. I was at Fry's Electronics getting my new ESD mats, and I noticed they had an LED light, and I was really impressed with it, so I bought it. It wasn't so expensive, $70 I think. It's actually a floor lamp or a desk lamp. It configures both because you can put the rods on or not. What's nice about it is it's a big ring of LEDs, really bright, at least the one that they had on display was, and it has the magnifier, which was much better than what I'm used to, plus a smaller little tiny circle magnifier. Would be perfect to have it there all the time at my bench just for reviewing the part numbers and stuff like that. And I'm not going to do the lamp version. I just like the fact that it's really bright, and it looks like that gooseneck is going to be easy to swing around. I don't know if you know, but I have this. I have one of these articulating ones. It's really good, but it's as far as being able to move it around my bench and get it where I want it. But the head is pretty big and thick, and the light's not very good. It's kind of dim, really, for being fluorescent, you know. And the magnifier's just junk, really. I mean, it magnifies, but so tiny amount, and just didn't like it. I mean, it's just not that good. It's not as good as the LEDs, I don't think. We'll see. But that's always there, and that's just screwed right into my bench because I have a wooden bench here. I just sock a hole in it that rod sticks in, and then I can swing it around. And that's the same thing I'm going to do with this littler one. This one's got a little bit smaller neck on it, so I'll probably put several holes right here like I do for some of my tools here. I'll just make a couple more bigger holes in this bench where I can just set it where I want it, and then it'll be over top of where I need the lighting and the magnification at. For extra heavy lighting, I've always used, I got this at Goodwill for like a couple bucks. It's one of these little counterweighted lights, but you can only go straight up and down. It's cumbersome. The back hits stuff. It's even though it's got it's got a halogen in it, it's super bright. It's hot, so it always kind of way too hot for the work area. But this is going to be probably comparable in brightness, I think, at least from what I currently can tell. And then I won't have this cumbersome thing. I can get rid of both of these. So then I'll have all that lighting and performance and swing arm and everything in one. And I'll free up some bench space, and it should be more usable. So let's take a look at what was in the box, and then we'll set it up. So this is what was in the box. There's some washers and some screws, and looks like a little pretend tool in this thing. That's just for assembling the shaft and stuff like that. So we'll throw that aside. There was a couple of inserts because you can configure it in a couple different ways. I'm going to just stick this one in here for now because I'm not going to put the full stand. I'm just going to use it as a tabletop. You would use this if you're going to use this whole stand. And then, of course, two rods. You can't intermix them. You have to put them together. So really, you get the full height or you get nothing. And then it's got like probably a little switch mode power supply for the LED lighting. That's included. And this is a real heavy base, probably filled with sand, of course. So you could use this around your bench, but let me pull back a little bit here. And what I like about it, other than, of course, a whole big giant ring of LEDs and this nice handle, I like the magnification. It seems really, I don't know if it shows up good there, but it's nice and clear, and it seems really good. This is kind of a flexible kind of a gooseneck, which this isn't real heavy, so it supports that real good. And this is nice because they come in the side. They didn't try to go up through the bottom like this. They came in the side. That means I can stick this into any of the holes I drill on my bench anywhere, and I can move it around real quickly and not reroute a wire. So that's how I would probably use it if I was going to use the stand. But the stand, it's a little too high for me with the stand. That puts it a little too high up. But it's going to be just right, I think, once it's on the bench. I have a hole over here. I'm not sure it'll fit. I haven't tried. No. So let me, just an example, I'll just drill out that one hole real quick and show it on the bench. And there we go. I have a 5/8 wing bit. A little wobble, I'll wobble it out a little bit, and you get a nice smoother fit. But it'll fit with 5/8. But I like it to swing. I want it to be here. I just want to be able to swing it, so I wobbled out the hole a little bit so I could swing it around like that. And I can drill more of these holes if I want it in other places. But I can bring it over to this side of the bench. I can bring it to this side of the bench. But let's take a look at the lighting. So let's start off with what I used to use. I'll swing that away, and that's what I would used to use, and that's a halogen. So this would kind of, you didn't want to touch this, it would actually burn you almost right away, but it did give me the light I needed, much more light than I got from my fluorescent. But that's what you get there. So let's swing this guy in, and you'll just kind of, you have to tell me what you think. I'll bring this in, turn off the halogen, turn on the LEDs, and the camera probably does adjust for a lot of it, but this to me looks really white and bright and well lit even, and there's no heat coming off of this. And that's just, you know, hey, I want lighting that's not really in my way. I can tilt this at different angles out of my way pretty easily because it's on the boom. And then if I want to work on something, I'm pretty sure the camera's not going to show this very well. There's without, there's with, and that's pretty good distance, you know. And then of course you can look at a chip real easy. Not that I can pull up one of these chips real easy, but you can see we'll go without, with nothing, and then with the lighting, and then with that nice little zoom area. So that's what we have for essentially hopefully that'll be my permanent lighting and magnification bench solution. Thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Bye.